Hey, besties! Welcome back to the Sanctified Spill, where we retell the Bible like it's the most dramatic, tea-filled saga in human history. Because guess what? It is. Today, we're spilling the tea on Genesis 6. And oh my goodness, this chapter feels like the trailer for a disaster movie. We've got spiritual beings breaking rules, humanity going full chaotic evil, God grieving, and Noah securing the only VIP pass onto Earth 2.0. Let's get into it. The sons of God enter the chat. Genesis 6 opens with, when man began to multiply. AKA, the earth is getting crowded, people are living their lives, minding their business. Then suddenly, scripture says, the sons of God saw that the daughters of man were attractive. Excuse me, these aren't human men. These are spiritual beings, angels, deciding the human girlies were cute and crossing boundaries like this is a divine version of The Bachelor. And then scripture goes on to even say they took them as wives. Sis, the celestials were down bad. This was not supposed to happen. Angels were meant to watch humanity, not date them. And their forbidden relationships produce the Nephilim, the mighty men of old. Yes, literal giants, legendary warriors. This is the lore that makes Marvel look underdeveloped. The earth goes full chaotic evil. Now we see the real issue. The wickedness of man was great. Every intention of their heart was only evil continually. Not like a little bad. Not like, oops, I made a mistake. It's giving people woke up and chose wickedness daily. Violence everywhere. Corruption everywhere. Humanity basically said, God, we'll take it from here, and then proceeded to ruin everything. And for the first time in the Bible, we see God's heart break. The Lord regretted making man. He was grieved to his heart. Take that in. The Creator wasn't mad. He was heartbroken, deeply, painfully hurt by the evil his creation embraced. This chapter is not just judgment. It's sadness. It's sorrow. It's God's grief over a world he loved. But then, a spark of hope. Just when everything seems lost, Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. The dramatic pause, the music shift, the spotlight. Noah walks with God. He's righteous in a generation where everyone else is doing the absolute most. He's not perfect, but he's faithful. And that changes everything. The divine reset plan. God tells Noah, I'm bringing a flood to wipe out all flesh. Yep, God is hitting the reset button. He's not doing this because he hates humanity. He's doing it because humanity turned Earth into a spiritual dumpster fire. But Noah, God gives him a blueprint, a purpose, a literal survival plan. The Ark specs, aka the holy Pinterest board. Build it out of gopher wood, make rooms, waterproof it, 3 decks, big enough to house your family and all the animals God sends. God's basically saying, Noah, babe, build this enormous floating zoo. It'll all make sense later. And Noah, the king that he is, does everything God commands. So, what's the spill from Genesis 6? Let me break it down. Evil grieves God. Not annoys him. Not irritates him. It breaks his heart. Angels crossing boundaries caused massive chaos. Heavenly beings gone rogue is wild. Genesis 6 is why some angels are literally in chains later in Scripture. There's always a remnant. Even when everyone else is sideways, God preserves someone who seeks him. Obedience prepares you for things you cannot see. Noah built an ark before rain was even a thing. God's judgment is always paired with mercy. The flood wipes out corruption, but the ark preserves life. Judgment and salvation in one story, peak Bible energy. Besties, Genesis 6 is the prologue to one of the most iconic biblical events ever. Next week, it's the flood. Animals lining up, people calling Noah crazy, and God literally reshaping the planet. If you're loving this holy drama, follow the Sanctified Spill, share this episode, comment "Build the Ark, sis." Tag a friend who would not have survived Genesis 6. Until next time, stay holy, stay sipping, and remember, even if the whole world is messy, you can still walk with God like Noah.